order the regular meeting of the City of Pauls Valley. If you'll stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Heavenly Father, we come to you tonight with gratitude for this opportunity to serve our community. Grant us wisdom and guide the decisions we make here tonight. Help us to listen with respect and to lead with integrity. Unite us in purpose so as we work for the good of our city and our citizens. We ask these things in the name of your beloved Son, Jesus Christ.
Amen. And we'll reflect our roll call. Item 5, approval of the consent agenda for A and B.
I move for approval of the consent agenda in A and B.
Second. Probably moved and seconded to approve the consent agenda. Councilman Marshall?
Yes.
Councilman Grimmett?
Yes.
Councilman Driscoll?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Meisel?
Yes.
Mayor Rushing?
Yes. Item 6, consideration of board appointments with possible actions, and we do not have any tonight. Item 7, consider and take possible action to approve the street department spending not to exceed $100,000 on the repair and resurfacing of portions of Bradley Street and Wagner Streets, and to repair and reconstruct curbs and washouts through the city.
So basically, been a couple years since we've done a street repair. These, kind of like the two streets that seem to need a lot of work, so we'd like to do most of these. There's a few spots already done, but this will redo most of those two streets entirely, which brings them up. It's also going to put in a few culverts, things like that. And then the rest of the balance will be used basically to try to do some of the repair. And we've got a lot of potholes that have been ignored over time. We've got places, we've dug it up, graveled it. It's time we got to get some of those fixed. So most of this will be, we're going to do the work ourselves, we're going to contract it. So renting a couple pieces of equipment that we have, a roller and a brush that will help, patch it, roll it, and then most of it will be spent on, hot asphalt that will come in. We have to truck it in, but we lay down under these two streets. So that's the purpose of this.
I make a motion we approve action item 7.
Second.
Time.
Who's going to take the second?
Whoever you'd like.
Probably moved and seconded to approve action item number 7. Councilman Grimmett,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Meisel,
Yes.
Councilman Marshall,
Yes.
Councilman Driscoll,
Yes.
Mayor Rushing.
Yes. Item 8, discussion and possible action to enter executive session pursuant to 25 Oklahoma Statute 307B3 to discuss the proposed sale of city-owned real property and the terms, the disclosure of which could interfere with the city's ability to negotiate the sale of the property.
We probably need to go to it, but it's probably a short, Jay probably has some things to talk to tell you that's about it.
I'll make
It's
a
just,
motion. We move into executive session.
probably move to second and go to executive session. Vice Mayor Meisel,
Yes.
Councilman Driscoll,
Yes.
Councilman Marshall,
Yes.
Councilman Grimmett, Mayor Rushing.
Yeah.
You gotta move quick, Adam.
I know.
It was in his head. glad I did.
Make a motion to return from executive session.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded to return from executive session. Vice Mayor Meisel.
Yes.
Councilman Grimmett.
Yes.
Councilman Marshall.
Yes.
Councilman Driscoll.
Yes.
Mayor Rush.
Yes. Item 10, new business.
No new business.
Item 11, welcome. Thank you. Item 12, city manager comments.
Right there. Just to inform you, the grant for the baseball park turf, we did not receive it. It was declined through us. We were asking too much. So that did not go through, so that fell apart. Our water plant is struggling right now, making water, but he's got some problems, so we'll be addressing some issues here and there. You know, you may see that we may have to adjust a little bit of water pressure here and there, so we're hoping we can solve some of that. We're working on it as we can. House Church is gonna do a thing in the park, just to let you know. Usually, you know, they have to go get permission, but this is our, you know, they're gonna have it before that, but it is just strictly, it's not a public event. It's just their church. They have to report it. Usually we don't worry about it because usually we say it's under a certain number, but House Church is big enough, it'll be a big enough number that we need to report it. I don't know if you really need to make action on it. We told them, go ahead.
Just out of curiosity.
Say what?
When will it be?
I think it's the 23rd, I don't have it in front of me. Let's see. All right, other one is Greyhound Bus Service contacted me today, had a meeting with them. They would like to reestablish the bus stop here in Falls Valley. We gotta see if that's something we're interested
Unless it's
in.
outside town.
Say what?
Not unless it's outside town.
And that's what I'm saying, I need to know where you want, that's why it's up here.
They would go back out,
Right.
they would go back out to the interstate to that.
Travis.
But we do need it back because we're having to transport people to various locations instead of being able to just put them on the bus.
All right,
Ministers are having to do that. And
that was kind of, I wanna get some opinion on what y'all wanted.
we definitely need
Well,
to.
They met today and they're like, they wanna bring it, reestablish it, but I need to know what y'all thought.
Well, it used to be out by the interstate.
I don't think they're gonna want to put it on the interstate. They wanna be off the interstate as quick as they can. Cause they don't wanna drive it down, they wanna be able to get on and get off because it saves it.
And that was great when it was out there.
Yeah,
It was the one on the southwest side of the interstate.
Okay.
I don't know what that station is now.
I would just let you inform, we met with them today, they're gonna, this is our first meeting, first contacts, they're gonna have to put some other stuff. I just wanted to let you aware, so down the road, you're not, cause they may start putting other than public, but yeah, you need to know where we're at. Me and Tony will be attending the Small City Summit on Friday, which is basically in Ardmore. And at that meeting, I'm hoping to talk to some people that we can go back and put our council's meeting together. So we do that workshop. There's some people there that will be putting on it that might be nice to decide to come and help us put on the workshop. Other than that, that's what I have.
Item 13, city attorney comment.
No comments.
Item 14, city council comments. I just want to say how wonderful I thought the parade was and glad that we did that. The students that I encountered really did enjoy it as well as the adults. They thought it was just a wonderful idea, so it made me very happy that we got positive reviews about it. Any other comments? Item 15, a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Probably moved and seconded to adjourn
Into the municipal.
into municipal.
I'll
Councilman
second.
Marshall,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Meisel,
Yes.
Councilman Driscoll,
Yeah.
Councilman Grimmett, Mayor Rush.
Yes. I'd like to call to order the regular meeting, Falls Valley Municipal. If you will reflect our roll call checks. Item 3, approval of the consent agenda, items A, B, and C.
I move for approval of consent agendas, items A, B, and C.
I'll say.
Probably move to second to approve the consent agenda. Trustee Marshall,
Yes.
trustee Driscoll,
Yes.
trustee Grimmett,
Yes.
trustee Meisel,
Yes.
chairman Rushing.
Yes. Item 4, consideration of a quote in the amount of $110,803.92 from the United Ag and Turf for a 331 P compact track loader and accompanying attachments, RS-72 rotary cutter, RR-84 root rail, and a 45-inch heavy-duty frame and fork bundle with possible action.
So this is something we talked about last year, we put in a quote that this is being bought from the sale of that land. So this is a track, basically a skid steer with that rotary, tree mulcher on it, so we can throw down trees and so forth. We put out for bid, it's been so long, we put out for bid, John Deere came up with the best price. They kind of, I think they're trying to get our business, they cut quite a bit off. This is nearly 30 grand less than we did last year. So it's quite a bit. Basically, this will be a compact, skid steer. It'll have a root rake, it'll have some forks, but it'll have this tree mulcher that you can knock the tree, we can tear it down, so we can start maintaining our dams at the lake. We also clear our fields. Before we send it to the lake, we're gonna go and do our levees here, clean up our levees, some of our alleys, and get rid of some of these small trees. It'll take down, 4 or 5 inch tree, down below ground. But it means we can clean up some of our stuff, we can start cleaning up around town.
Make it easier to mow too.
Well, that's just like, right now, we have so much stuff that's just got brush, we can't mow it at all. We can clean it up and start maintaining our city as we like we should. Then we go to the lake, maintain dams, and don't start opening up some of those areas around the lake. We can also use this to build in trails as we want to go away from the lake. We can build in trails because it'll mulch it down below surface, that 60 inches wide, and then you can go through it and then you can build trails and so forth. This is something we talked about earlier. This is just probably out of funds, so we have to reapprove it. So,
Any questions? I move for approval of the quote in the amount listed in item 4 for the compact track loader with the associated attachments listed.
Second.
probably move to second to approve action item number 4. Trustee Marshall,
Yes.
trustee Meisel,
Yes.
trustee Grimmett,
Yes.
trustee Driscoll,
Yes.
chairman Rushing.
Yes. Item 5, consideration of a quote in the amount of $12,495 from Oklahoma Trailers Direct for a 2027 trailer 7-foot by 24-foot, 21K triple axle gooseneck hauler and gravity tilt ramp, 83 inches by 16-foot, black, high-quality trailer with possible action.
So this is the trailer to carry that piece of equipment. We did put a tilt deck to it, so at the same time he can tilt it and he drives his mower up it. Instead of using a dovetail, which I can't go with mower, this gives us more options for him to be able to move equipment from lake to lake. So that he can move everything on one trailer and doesn't have to switch trailers just because he wants to move a mower. And that's what this is. It's the same thing, the funds was coming from the seller.
I make a motion, we approve action item number 5.
Second.
Probably moved and second to approve action item number 5. Trustee Grimmett,
Yes.
trustee Marshall,
Yes.
trustee Driscoll,
Yes.
trustee Meisel,
Yes.
chairman Rushing.
Yes. Item 6, consideration of an executive session for the purpose of confidential communication between a public body and its attorney concerning a pending investigation, claim, or action as authorized by 25 Oklahoma Statute 3074.
No, don't need to go to executive session.
Item 9, new business.
No new business. Sorry.
Item 10, trust manager comments.
Basically, PFA doing well, doing doing quite a bit. Again, got some plans, doing some water, doing some streets, which really falls under city, but also, making some things with sanitation. Getting there, we were a little bit behind, but I think we finally got caught up on our trash. We're still looking to get an employee, so a truck driver, we're behind a little bit on, the gravel truck picking up the thing, but, picking up the, branches and stuff on the side of the road, we just can't find drivers, so.
You have a CDL?
And that's what's killing us, is like, there's just not a lot of people with CDL where they go to the whole field and make twice what they're making here. So, and that's why a lot of time what we do end up with,
Would we be willing to pay for somebody's CDL if they apply? Is that something we've looked at too?
Just be paying the legal.
yeah, and the cost to put it in, I mean, basically the pipe, because now it's not one of those things you have to go to school for so long. Right now, maybe something we have to address, but it's just so hard to find, but people just don't want to work.
So could you find two, I was just, if you take a young person, you train someone, they're gonna leave you. So if you find, let's say, two retired CDL guys that don't want to working each a half day, instead of working a full day.
If we had
Five,
two
six,
that wanted
five,
to do that, we would do that.
So
Could
just
you
look at different
advertise
options.
that you would be interested in
Also,
part-time?
we could also require them to stay a while.
If we pay for the CDL.
We could contractually do that.
I mean,
It's another idea.
yeah, some of that, we do with,
Well, that is you gotta have employee.
I understand.
we do it with our PD, they have to stay so long. But it's the fact that, the CDL schools last longer, it's like, to pay them that time. I'm not too sure it's really cost effective because now I'm still gonna hire somebody during the time we're in the school, because it's not like you ship them to
Get
school.
out.
So it's like, yeah.
Do you know what endorsements they would have to have on a CDL?
I couldn't tell you offhand, but I don't think they have to have anything other than, they have to have a Class A, and that's it. They don't, we don't do hazardous materials, we don't do any of that.
No combination for trailers, no.
Well, that's a Class A deal, so.
Yeah.
But that's part of it, but they have to have that because they're pulling, we rotate them around through it, because they have to either they're driving a trash truck, or they're driving, a truck that's carrying the transfer truck, moving trash, they have to be able to do it all.
Yeah.
But it's like, right now, we're just having a hard time. We're getting a lot of applicants, but by the time you do a background check, and we've had some that, oh, look, I've got a CDL, and then you look at the driver's license, they don't. Right now, if somebody that we thought would be good, we would be willing to talk about it. It's just, we're just having a hard time finding, we finally got someone hired, we had a hard time finding him, we were short two, and we're short one now, so we're still. But that's why you don't see the trash getting picked up. Trash, I think, is picked up out of the poly carts, but you see the branch on the side of the road or behind. We just don't have anybody to run that truck.
My trash lately has consistently been picked up Friday morning, but it's picked up.
Right, so
We're Thursday.
we're running,
Which is fine.
so the guy that's picking up the poly carts, he's still a little slow. He's getting there, he's learning his route, but he doesn't finish, so he's make up his Friday. But we're also running the guy, our backup driver is running part-time, running his routes just to make sure we get caught up. I can't let it get, there for a while, we had people that were on their third week not getting picked up. Say what? But we had some people that, and some of them came in, our first guy he was showed the route, but he needed someone to show it multiple times because he was missing blocks and so forth. So he's gotten better now, just gotta get the speed up. But our backup driver now is also picking up trash, so that we are able to get all done in a week. Even though sometimes they're getting picked up on Friday, but it is getting picked up.
I pulled mine back into the house on Thursday night if he hasn't picked it up, but I put it back out the street Friday morning, because there's critters where I live, and I don't want
Yeah, you don't want to stir it everywhere, yeah. And if you would have left it out sometime, like on Friday, it might have been all the way down the street anyway, with that wind we had.
Looked at my office window across the street for the polycar.
That was ours.
You're right down the middle street, 10 miles an hour.
Yes. That was ours,
And it's crazy because wind offices out south, it was booking down Chickasaw straight to the
This
south.
is going straight down, Paul. This is straight down.
Stopped and made a turn.
Yeah, this is straight down Paul. I mean, straight as an arrow, right down the road. Weird.
And they did start, it's censored outside this window right here, and it got out there. And we had another one go up Paul, and then we found two more back over here. So it scattered them everywhere. It did. That's basically all I had, so.
Trustee Attorney comments?
No comment.
Trustee comments? A motion to
Make a motion to adjourn. Second.
Probably move second to adjourn. Trustee Grimmett,
Yes.
trustee Herschel,
Yes.
trustee Driscoll,
Yes.
trustee Meisel,
Yes.
Chairman Russell.
yes.
I'm gonna leave